Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is, Terrifying Tuesday already? Holy smokes, I can't believe it's already Tuesday. I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Today I give you a brief synopsis, your starring cast, your directors, your runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer, a link for where you can watch this bad boy for free, and if you decide, you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. So with all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very funny, interesting, wacky one. It's a breath of fresh air after the last two I've done. Were very serious movies, so it was nice to do something a little silly and wacky and fun. It is none other than the 2004 Michael Hegg and Joe Sherlock classic known as Bloodsucking Redneck Vampires. Wow. This movie runs at about an hour and 48 minutes, right around there, give or take the credits. It's a very interesting movie to watch, as a matter of fact. What exactly is it about? Well, it is about this weird family that the Pisser families, that is spelled Poisser. Yes, the Pisser family. They have won a magical sweepstakes to where a man will come over from a local magazine, from the local, Bowl Insemination and Room Arranging magazine monthly. How do you inseminate a bull? I don't know, but either way, it made me laugh until I cried when I heard that name of the magazine. But they have won this lovely sweepstakes to where somebody will come to the house and rearrange the room. And while that person is there is a 3-day Tripe Festival going on. Yes, I did say that correctly. A 3-day Tripe, Tripe, Tripe. You know, that nasty little thing, that stomach, that comes from a cow. They're having a Tripe Festival. And in this festival, we have one of our lovely family members is competing to have the best dish in this festival, and she is the constant winner of this contest. So she is always up to trying new and different things with tripe. And this year she has a new and different recipe that she is ready to try. And while she is also there, we have another contestant in the family who is trying to go for Miss Tripe contest to be the beauty queen of this contest. She has a lovely scene where she goes and tries on various outfits that to each avail do not come up to the expectations of the mama, and she sends her back in each and every time. She tells her that she's got to slut it up a little bit. She's got to tramp it up a little bit, because she's got Eunice's daughter is her biggest competition. And Eunice is a horrible person, by the way. Eunice at one point sneaks over and sticks cat duty inside of one of our lovely mother's tripe dish, and it is fed to Rob Merickel and another fellow that is a little man, and then our lovely fellow playing Claude, who is there to rearrange the room. And all the while this is all going on, there is a vampire that has gone around and is trying to make a new inhabitants of her own to basically start afresh, because where she was at before is no longer a suitable environment. And she brings her fiend along, as well as every vampire does. And at one of the nights there, she decides she's going to bite a unsuspecting victim, and that victim decides to go home the next day and turns his wife or girlfriend, I'm guessing it's his wife, turns his wife into a vampire herself. And then they proceed to have a magical scene where they go to a bar later that day and they feed on each and every patron in the bar and turn them all into vampires. Now, the one great thing about all these vampires is they're not very smart. They have the equivalency of Forrest Gump. They go out and they kill themselves, essentially, by doing stupid things. Eating garlic by accident, going in the sunlight just to go feed. There's multiple accidents involving stakes to the heart. So you get all these weird coincidences that are going on that make for one wacky and wild ride. I really enjoy this. There's a nice little twist at the end with Claude's character that I really liked, which Claude's character is funny. Just every character in this movie is absolutely hysterical in a over the top, just schlocky kind of silly way. Joe and Michael did a very good job making a very competent and good vampire film, in my opinion. Granted, it is silly and it is not anything like super gory or anything like that, but it is definitely very fun. Now, on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. Audio is crisp, cool, and clean as usual with the Joe Sherlock film. You never have a moment where you can't understand what the characters are saying or doing on screen. It is always very competent and very smooth, and it feels right. So I'm going to give it an A on that end. Now, on to the dialogue. The dialogue is a little bit dated. Granted, this movie is 20 years old now, and it really does show it. As a matter of fact, like, Rob Merickel's hair is long, and I kind of got a chuckle out of that. He's one of my favorite characters in the whole movie. He is one of my favorite Joe Sherlock regulars, next to Richard and Dale. They both are amazing in everything they do. But anyways, that's going to get an A+ on dialogue. Editing is very clean as well. There's no like weird continuity errors. There's no errors that seem to make any kind of unknown sense. That made no sense. There's no errors that make make the film not make sense. Let's say that instead. But anyways, it's very smooth on the editing. I never once lost momentum in this. I felt like it kept a constant good forward momentum. It has a good runtime at an hour and 47 minutes. I feel like they edited it down to a good time on that. So I'm going to give it an A+ there. Now on to the final 1 through 5 score. This one's only going to get a 4 out of 5. It's not quite a 4.5 out of 5. I do really enjoy this movie. I think it is out of print, if memory serves me. I looked on both the Skullface astronaut website and did not find it there, and I also checked on SRS Cinema, which I believe they were the ones that originally released this years ago. It looks like it's out of print on there as well. But the good thing is it is available for free to watch on Tubi. So I gave you that link in there, so do please check it out, along with all the other Joe Sherlock films that they have on there. His stuff is always just very much, very fun. I love his style of filmmaking. He does interesting things with stories, and I feel like if you guys have not seen a Joe Sherlock film, definitely check his stuff out. He is well worth the try, especially if you are a fan of stuff like Trauma or Roger Corman or any of those great B schlocky gods of old yesteryear. You will enjoy his films because he always gets a great cast, great performances, and interesting stories that always have a fun payoff at the end. Alright guys, I love your faces, and did I say what? 4 out of 5, that's right. I love your faces. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I hope all of you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, peace.